Hi, a very warm welcome to Dusty Shelf. I do hope I find you well. Today, the Bachman Gandy Dancer, and this is the festive edition. So on here, we got a elf on one side standing on a box and Father Christmas on the other side. Now this one I've had in the collection. I think I've probably had this the best part of 10 years. I recall buying it, and I'm pretty sure I bought it in the model shop, which is adjacent to the station at Grossmont on the North Yorkshire Moors Railway. There is or was a model shop there. I think it's still there, and pretty sure I bought this in there. At the time, I think from recollection around about £20, maybe £23. Now these are still for sale on the Bachman website, and yeah, brace yourself, I hope you're sitting down. These are now £70.75, which does beg the question, you know, why bother? I mean, this is a novelty item at best. I mean, it's great fun, but it's really crazy to think that anybody would indeed spend £70 on this very small little item here. Anyway, with that said, let's carry on with the review. So just looking around the box, there's not really much to show. I mean, at the end here, it's item number 46210, HO scale Gandy Dancer, which is the operating hand car Christmas edition. On the back of the box, just a little bit of advertising here for Bachman in the USA. So got the easy command system, steam locomotive, power packs, and then it's got the Plastifill USA buildings. It's got the easy fit track there and minifigures. So yeah, just a little bit of advertising for Bachman on there. Not really much else to say about the box other than at the end here, Bachman Industries, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, USA. So with that said, let's get the box open and let's have a look at what we've got in here. So it is a very, very small model, very whimsical. I'll just bring it up to the camera a little bit, and you can see here we've got the Santa on this side and the little elf on this side. Vertical mounted motor down into a worm gear on the base. Wheels at the centre end are driven, the others are just freewheeling. Completely metal chassis on here, which gives it quite a weight. But the whole item, I mean, really, what are we talking? A couple of centimetres wide and maybe 2.5–3 centimetres long. It is small, it is a novelty item, and it is, you know, just a bit of fun. It's not really for the serious modeller. And yeah, we'll come back to that in a moment. Let's just have a quick look at the instructions. Right, lubrication guide. Proper lubrication is important, but must not be overdone. So a little bit of a caveat there, the same as Hornby gave me on the Locomotion Loco. Apply oil, but don't apply too much. Break-in period, like any fine piece of machinery, your precision engineered Bachman trains will work best after a few hours of actual running time. I wouldn't like to see that running for a few hours. I think, yeah, that would get rather warm. Yeah, I think it'd be trouble to have that running for a few hours. But it does say, do not run at full speed. Frequent starts and stops and running at various speeds will assure you of many years of trouble-free running. Over the back here, we've got the schematic of all the parts that go into it. So two sides of the chassis, as I say, a vertical mounted motor into a worm gear onto the drive wheels. All very, very simple, but all of it metal. Now the characters shown here are on the original Gandy Dancer, which I do have here. I'm going to bring this in for comparison in a moment. And then this other piece of paper is your warranty, your 90-day warranty. That'll be well out of date. I'm just trying to see if there's a date on here. So there is a date on here. It says effective January the 1st, 2003. So certainly dates the model. So the model's 20 years old. Whether this one specific one is 20 years old, I couldn't tell you. But as I say, I'm pretty sure I've had this best part of 10 years, probably a little bit longer than 10 years. So let's compare the two models. Now, the one thing I will say, with the Christmas edition, the figures are so much better. Now, on the original Bachman Gandy Dancer, we had these sort of giant type characters on here. And if I just bring this up towards the camera, you can see how the legs are sort of mounted onto the sides of the pelvis there. Made them rather odd looking, and also with their kind of obelisk-like bodies. Yeah, very peculiar looking, those characters. But the good news is, on the Christmas edition, we've got some really nice detailing on the Santa, looking rather good there in his Santa suit, and yeah, painted facial features, which is great, and then the elf as well. And again with the face with a lot of detail on there. Great little model. Right, what I'm going to do is pop these onto the rolling road and just show you how they operate, and then we'll take them for a little run around the layout. But I'm just going to jump back to the price one more time. £70.75. Yeah, absolutely crazy price. Well, I've got both models next to each other here just to demonstrate. Obviously on the original one with the, you know, the weird looking guys on here with the sort of obelisk torsos, you can see how pronounced the motion is for the Gandy Dancer. Whereas, although the characters are much better on the Christmas edition, yeah, they're not moving so much and it's not so pronounced. Now, this could be my particular model. I have taken it apart, I have cleaned it, I have had a look inside, I can't see anything that's jamming the motion. Or it could be the fact that just these aren't as models aren't as sort of fluid or as articulated as these characters, and yeah, this is indeed the motion that you do get, which is a bit of a shame because it's not so pronounced, but they still look really, really good. This one particularly, how fantastic is that? Great little addition to any layout. Well, there you go, great little addition to any layout. Very whimsical and looks fantastic, you know, this time of year running around on the layout. That said, £70.75, I can't get past that. It is a toy, it is a gimmick, it is, you know, I guess if you're displaying your layout at one of the fairs or one of the exhibitions, then to send this out running at this time of year would be great, especially for the kids that are gathered watching. But £70.75, I really don't think it's worth that. Value for money. It is a metal chassis, but a very simple design, and I really don't feel it's worth 70 odd pounds. You can pick them up second hand. As I say, I paid about £20 for this about 10 years ago. I'm sure you can pick these up second hand, and yeah, they'll be a great addition to any layout. Anyway, a bit of fun there. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, then please do give it a thumbs up, and why not check out the channel? There's lots on there, and if you can subscribe, you'd be doing me a really big favour. And with that, I'm going to leave this one there. So thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.